Title IX affected my life as an athlete. I was consistently playing in a male-dominated sport of ice hockey. I played both at the high school level, where it allowed me to try out for the boys' high school team, given that there was not a female team where I was attending school. And then later I continued and I played at the university level for University of Maine, which was NCAA, which basically, as far as Title IX, just allowed that we did have a women's hockey team that was required, even though it wasn't a mainstream sport. It basically required the university funded our program. That we continue to progress forward with the types of issues that are addressed with Title IX, even though it's come a long way since Title IX was created, in just requiring that there are men's teams and women's teams that are funded equally. When I was at University of Maine, for example, the university and the athletic department put a lot of effort to find private funding that would only go to the men's team. So even though, yes, like the federal funding did cover both the men's and the women's program, we got a lot of outside funding that the women's team never saw. So there was a huge discrepancy between travel accommodations, ice times, equipment that was provided, support staff, access as far as strength trainers, medical trainers, academic support, and that pretty much focused solely on the men's, and the women's was very much an afterthought. I would be very upset if they were to revoke any aspects of Title IX, even though, as I mentioned, it is not very comprehensive as far as equal support in an athletic realm. It definitely is a very minimal starting point as far as equality between men's and women's sports programs, and if we don't have that, there really isn't much below Title IX that you can still go on as far as equal treatment and equal opportunities.
Marriage equality has affected my life by making it possible to live my life openly without fear. I feel as though marriage equality has opened the minds of a lot of people, which makes it easier to live openly. It also helps protect us from the people who have yet to understand why it is important. I believe it is important to continue to take political action because there are still a lot of people who want same-sex marriage to be illegal. And to protect our rights, we have to make ourselves seen and heard. So by attending local Pride Fest or other events, it increases LGBT visibility and shows more people why marriage equality is important. If marriage equality was ever revoked, I would get involved politically by seeing what the local LGBT organizations are doing, and if I could volunteer or attend the rallies they have organized.
Gender-neutral bathrooms and trans-related legislature affects my life every day as a trans person. Something as simple as going to the bathroom is now a political statement. You know, I end up having to use the women's bathroom, which is not the gender that I identify as, but it's the only restroom that, you know, I don't get strange looks in. I think it's important to continue to take political actions towards this cause, because trans people are people and they deserve rights same as anyone else. I would personally take political action to defend this by just getting the word out, making sure everyone knows that this is an issue, that trans people are real, that they deserve rights, and, you know, signing petitions, going to rallies, talking to political figures who might be able to have a say in these kinds of things. Furthermore, I think legislature to advance more civil rights for the trans community would be great. You know, in most states, trans people aren't protected. Their jobs or their housing. At any time they could be fired or thrown out of their homes just for being trans. And there's no legal action they can take to protect themselves. So I think that's a really important thing that we'll have to change to make it safe for trans people.